Hello friends. So, I'm going to, and I'm filming this semi-early, I'm going to do products of the month and updates of the month and stuff of the month and haul of the month and whatever, because there's a lot to talk about and it all happened so fast that I've barely even been able to catch my breath, as I said in the last video, and whatever else. I was probably wearing the same shirt actually, because, you know, that's how we do things. By we, I mean myself. So I wanted to just talk to you about what I've been liking, because now that I'm out in LA, well, I'm in LA, yay, the water is different, so my cleansing and the way my skin's been acting has been a lot different. The air quality is different, there's more pollution, it's more environmental aggressors, especially since I'm in the city, and just kind of everything has changed. Starting with my eyebrows, no, you are not being deceived. Yes, they are teal. Well, let me talk about that, because that is something that I've wanted blue eyebrows for a long time. Really, I was thinking a navy, but I'm kind of really liking this for summer. Maybe I'll do navy in the fall, or maybe more of a royal blue. But what I did was I used the RiteAid Renewal Cream Bleach, which is just the cheaper version of the I think it's Jolin Cream Bleach. This is just the cheaper kind because I have a RiteAid card. As soon as I got here, all the places that we didn't have back in Texas, like RiteAid, Ralph's, a few other places, I signed up to get their membership loyalty cards, because you can save a lot of money with those. Like this was only $3 and the Jolene's was $5. And this is the same thing. It just has the same active ingredient. It just doesn't have the label, which is what you're paying for. You're paying for the brand. So this is like a two-part thing. It's facial bleach. So mainly women with like mustaches that they want to bleach instead of shave, because when you shave, the hair is just going to grow back darker and thicker. If you wax, it's not a problem, but if you shave, you're just cutting off the top hair and etc. So it's mainly for mustaches or facial hair, but it is not as strong as hair bleach. So, and they say not to use it around your eyes, and you shouldn't unless you have common sense. So I'm like not an advocate for bleaching your eyebrows, but they do it all the time at fashion shows, backstage for photo shoots in the fashion industry. So, I mean, as long as you're not an idiot, go for it. So you mix, basically it's like 2 parts of this to 1 part of this. This is the powder accelerator and this is the cream. And then you just lay it on there with a spatula that it comes with, and you leave it on for 8 to 10 minutes. And then you rinse it off with start with cold water. You want cold water on your brows so your pores are not open, so you don't get irritated. And then you just rinse it off with cold water. And if you need to repeat the process, which I did because my eyebrows were really dry, I mean, they're my hair color, they're dark brown, then you just do 3 to 5 minutes. So, and I did 2 cycles of that, and I probably left it on a little bit longer than I should have, but I rinsed it off and then just reapplied. It wasn't like it was a constant thing. And so, I'm not saying, like, that's what I did, but do not do more than 1 round unless you feel comfortable and unless you're being smart about it. So, like, because of my eye shape, if I were to look down and look up, like tilt my head down and look up, my eyelashes would get into the bleach, so you just don't do that. You have to sit stationary, or just don't do stupid, use your common sense, you know? And it turned my eyebrows pretty brassy. I'll try to put a picture in, because I did take pictures. It turned my eyebrows pretty brassy. So that's why I use this, the Manic Amplified. It's a vegan hair dye, so it's not, I mean, it's not as harsh as other, you know, non-organic vegan ones or whatever. But this is the Amplified, so it's super, it's a lot stronger, because I've used this Atomic Turquoise in the jar form for my hair before, and it washes out really quickly and it's not as intense, but this is a lot more vibrant. And this says leave it on for 30 minutes. I probably in total left it on about 2 hours, because I really wanted it to saturate my hair. And I would do like an hour, and then I would rinse it out, and then I'd do another hour. And I just did another quick round earlier today. So I think I'm going to have to do a few rounds to get them, if I want them eventually this color, I'm going to have to just keep bleaching until my hair turns white, and then use this, because any brassy tones will turn it more this green color. So it's not difficult. I would not recommend anyone do it if you don't have common sense. and it's kind of something you have to be dedicated to, because now all the brow products that I bought that I found were so perfect for dark hair will not work anymore. But that's okay, because I have a lot of like teal eyeshadow, it turns out, so that's great. And I'll maybe get like a teal eyeliner pencil to use if I want to pencil that day instead. So, or maybe even a liquid liner, we'll see. So there's that. So because, like I said, the environment is way different, and I've had to adjust to like different air quality, different water quality, especially the water's really hard in my apartment. My skin, I've been getting like upper lip kind of breakouts, if you can see, from shaving. I don't know why, that's never happened before on my face. Like on my body and stuff, I would get ingrown hairs all the time, but on my face, it's never happened, so I don't know. I've been taking good care of it, but it's just been acting real weird. So I'm still using this Clarins Extra Comfort Cream Cleanser at night, which I've talked about many times before. I've blogged about it too. And then sometimes in the morning I will use the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser if I'm not using the Clarins one. Usually I'll use the CeraVe because it's not as hardcore. It's still gentle, just as gentle, but it's not as hardcore, and I don't have any makeup on my face when I wake up in the morning. So, and then I'll follow it with a toner after that. Clarins Gentle Exfoliator Brightening Toner, or Expert Sensitive Gentle Refreshing Toner. This one is a more acidic one with AHAs and BHAs in it, so it's going to be an exfoliating one to get all the dead skin off. This is more of just a gentle kind of like cleansing water, if you will, but it's non-drying, there's no fragrance, there's no mineral oil, there's no detergents in it, so these are both excellent, but this is more gentle than this one. This one's not severe by any means, but this one's just pure, like, it's basically just water on your face. But when I use this one, I will follow it up with something else, so I will oftentimes use a Witch Hazel, which I've just decanted some of Witch Hazel into this bottle, and it's 86% Witch Hazel and alcohol, 14% by volume, so this small amount, maybe yay this much is Witch Hazel and the rest is alcohol. And you know, it's a non-issue because it's in such a small amount and I don't use a lot of it that it's fine, but if you find something has too much alcohol, try and get a glycerin to kind of cancel it out. I didn't bring my glycerin because I didn't feel the need to, but you can buy glycerin at drugstores in just a big little pot thing. And I'll often follow up my toner with the Super by Perricone Detox Elixir as I drop it. It's got watercress and stuff in it. It doesn't have a spray nozzle, so I just decanted some into here, and then I'll just, you know, spritz my face after. Or sometimes after my makeup, just to kind of like, you know, get rid of the powderiness and kind of almost creates this little refreshing feeling on your face. But don't use a water, because water is just going to dry your skin out. For treatments and stuff, I've had to use some acne treatments. The one that I trust is the Neutrogena Oil-Free Acne Stress Control Hydrating Acne Treatment. You can only get this from Walmart, but this is a non-drying salicylic acid BHA, and so you put this on before you go to sleep or during the day, and it will exfoliate your pores out and hopefully exfoliate the top layer off so your hair can go through, or any pimples can kind of have the clogged layer removed, and therefore this will get down in there and exfoliate from the inside out, getting all the bacteria and dirt and oil and anything else, getting it out, but doing it gently because there's no alcohol in here that I know of. At least it doesn't feel like it, and it's a very thin liquid, which I like. For moisturizers, I think that is it for treatments that I've been using. For moisturizers, mainly this one, the Boots Organic Face Hydrating Day Cream with almond oil. Avoid mineral oil, like I say. Here, let me get in so you can see this one. Avoid mineral oil because it's basically just going to create a nasty layer on your skin, so that all the good stuff that moisturizers often have in them cannot be absorbed because the mineral oil is creating a protective layer and keeping everything out. So anything you have underneath is going to stay in there, but anything else that's included with that moisturizer that has mineral oil in it is not going to get absorbed. So it's basically pointless. It's like ice skating in the grass, to quote Willem from Willem's Beatdown. If you watch that, thumbs up, because it's awesome, let's be honest. But I've basically finished this. And then also Super Omega Moisture Kaya Omega 3. This is excellent. It really hydrates the skin and it really nourishes the skin super well. This one almost has more of like a gel. It's a lotion and it's a cream, but it almost has more of a gel kind of feeling, whereas this is very rich. and hydrating and amazing. But if you have oily skin, I would still recommend using this, at least at night, because it does have so many omega-3s, which are great for the skin, and antioxidants and all that. So there's that one if you can get your hands on it. I got mine from Strawberry Net. And then it's been really super important to me. Oh, aftershave balm, Nivea Men. It's pretty good, pretty thin. It's a glass bottle, which is kind of nice. You hear that? Pretty nice. I used to use the Nivea, or no, I used the, was it Nivea? Neutrogena post-shave balm, which was nice, but this one is thinner, so it goes a longer way. So that's kind of nice. And there's vitamin E and no alcohol that I know of. So that's good. Sunscreens and whatnot. Just go into face, I guess. I've been using sunscreen like crazy, obviously. As I said, I purchased this one and I saved it to use in LA. Shiseido Urban Environment. Oh, this way. Tinted UV protector. It's basically like a sunscreen with a tiny hint of color to it. It's not going to make a big difference, but this does have ingredients to help fight the free radicals from the environmental aggressors that are in, you know, more populated city, downtown areas. And so it's quite nice. It's sort of expensive considering you only get an ounce, whereas this, the Shiseido Ultimate Sun Protection Cream, which they recently renamed, is the same price, and you get 2 ounces. Maybe it's because this is better has better antioxidants and stuff in it is, and light-proof packaging, so that's good, as is the sun protection cream. So the antioxidants in there are gonna be fine. But these are both mineral-based sunscreens that I really like. This one is just a little bit more expensive. So both of these, amazing. Get your hands on them as soon as possible. Another one that's great that you can pick up from Walgreens. It's the Roche-Posay. I'm sure you all have heard of it if you watch Lisa Eldridge or Charlotte Tilbury, I think, likes La Roche-Posay as well. Also, is Caroline Hirons. This is the Anthelios 50 Mineral, and so this has titanium dioxide and zinc oxide, and that is it. It's pure mineral sunscreen, and this manages to be the thinnest consistency. I will put some on the back of my hand, shake it up really well. It's almost like using one of the Chanel Vitalumiere or the Estee Lauder Invisible Fluid, because it's so thin. You see that? It's like, it comes in a pore spout because it's so liquidy. Like an eye drop, basically. But when you blend this in, you cannot see it. It blends in invisibly. And so does the Shiseido one, but I noticed that the Neutrogena Baby, which I also like, has a really difficult time blending in because the minerals are not as finely milled and they are not made to absorb as well. So the Pure and Free would be a good one because it's also mineral sunscreen, which I just trust those more. But this is great under makeup. You can see the difference and kind of creates a little bit of a velvety finish. It's really low quality. I'm on my iPad right now. But it creates a nice base under makeup that almost will mattify while keeping the skin with a natural finish. And you've got mineral sunscreens, which are great because they're typically broad spectrum on their own. And this also has antioxidants in it. And it's a great consistency. And about $20 or so. So that's good. A lot of tinted stuff. So, Revlon PhotoReady BB Cream. Love it, unfortunately, because it is a BB cream and they're stupid. Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturiser is a little bit light for me now, and it's a little bit too hydrating, I think, for the summertime. I'll save it for winter when I want just a fresh face. But one I've been using quite a bit, because I'm now that shade, is the NARS Pure Radiant in St. Moritz. Pretty tan, really nice finish, mineral sunscreens in here as well as oxygen but this will give you just a beautiful finish. I'm going to show you guys what this looks like, the difference that it can make, and it smells excellent. Apparently there's like sea minerals in here, or sea water, or seaweed water, or something that's supposed to have brightening properties to it if you continue use over time. I haven't seen a difference, but, and I don't know if you can tell the difference between my hands, but the finish is just beautiful. I mean, this one is a lot more velvety, I think, but this one just has this nice glow. But there's no shimmer. No shimmer. So that's what I often use on my face and my neck because it will make a nice even color. Forgot to grab it. Saint Tropez Bronzing Mousse. I've been using that again. So I'm quite tan at the moment. Everything matches, so that's nice. Oh, foundation. I'm dark enough to wear Vitalumiere, and it's one of my favorites. So beautiful. And I'm the right shade now, so I don't even have to mix it with the Vitalumiere Aqua, which is lighter, so I can wear this on its own. Best foundation. Also Maybelline Fit Me, which is basically the drugstore version of this. The Vitalumiere is another great option as well. I really like it, and I liked it a long time ago before it blew up. Oh, great addition, Laura Mercier Mineral Powder. I can wear this on its own now because I'm the right shade. Great. It's like 15% zinc oxide, I think. No, it's like 20% zinc oxide, I think. I don't have the box. But this is great. This is a mineral powder that is not flat looking at all. It has pearl powder, so it looks naturally glowy and beautiful. And it's great to set makeup or wear on its own. A lot of bronzers as well. e.l.f. Contouring Blush and Bronzing Cream. These are beautiful. I love the bronzer because it's a very terracotta. It kind of has a peachish orange kind of tint to it, so you have to be careful. But it will not look muddy on your face. It kind of just gives you this, and I'll kind of try and show you. Kind of difficult too, but it blends in super beautifully, and it just kind of gives this, like, I don't even know if you're going to be able to tell. Probably not. And I don't have foundation on either. But it just creates this beautiful bronze kind of like sun-kissed, and there's no shimmer in it either, which is great. But it's a very terracotta, peachish kind of. It's definitely not like a muddy Benefit Hoola with an olive undertone. But I really like it. And it's cheap, so that's good. NARS Laguna, favorite bronzer ever. I mean, it goes without saying that I'm just loving this because it's great. Also, these two, Rimmel Natural Bronzer in Sunlight, which is a matte pinkish tone bronzer, so great if you're a fair skin, or if you want to blend your bronzer into your blush. Also, Revlon PhotoReady Bronzer is matte and great, and there's 4 shades in here, not unlike the Guerlain 4 Seasons. But really, this is 3 Seasons, because these two are the same color. But, great swirled together, and it just gives a really nice natural matte bronze, if you are into that. Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector all day, every day, because it's beautiful. NARS Longwear, Larger Than Life Longwear Eyeliner in, what is this? I keep forgetting the name. Barrow Street. It's a mint. It's beautiful. I love it. I love to wear it. I'll wear it in the very center on my lower lid, and it just kind of makes me look like an alien, and it's great. Also, the Rimmel Scandalize Nude. It really does last a long time, and it's super creamy and super inexpensive, so that's great. But that's what I use to brighten my under eyes. Before I dyed my eyebrows, I was using Anastasia Brow Wiz in Ebony, which is beautiful, and NARS just brought out a tinted brow gel and a brow pencil that looks like it's basically black, which is perfect because none of their brow shades that they made, or at least it looks like, have any red tones in them. So that's beautiful because nobody's eyebrows are red naturally. Now mine are blue. Natural my ass. But if you're going to do brows, you want to make sure your pencil has an ashy grayish tone to it. No matter what shade it is, it has to have a gray undertone because that's just how brows are. I purchased these OCC lip tars, and this one's Traffic and Tard, because I already had, not T-A-R-D, T-A-R-R-E-D. Tard, because they have feathered, you know, tarred and feathered, what they used to do in colonial times. Because I have a blue, so now I can make a navy, and this will also darken up any other color that I have. I can make a dark, rich, plummy, black and red, like Black Dahlia, which they make, which I will not have to buy because I can make my own. And then I also, like I said, I have blue, so I can make a green, and this added with any red will kind of just make a nice orange, and any orange it'll kind of turn into more of a color that's like Banji that they made. Also, it will turn peaches a lot more peachy. You just have to be careful with how much you mix. Those, like I say, or not, I didn't say, but they come with little lip brushes, so that's great. And I also bought recently, because my other Essence gel eyeliner dried out because I left it open, my smart self. Where's the box? Where did I put the box? Probably forgot the box. Yep, I did. Clinique Brush On Gel Liner in True Black, which I haven't opened yet, but Pixie Woo talks so highly about the packaging on this, and it looks super black when they use it, but the packaging stays tight because it is a plastic, not glass. So you can create a better seal, I think, because they're both plastic. And so it stays useful longer. You don't have to toss it out after you use it twice. And that comes with a little brush. So that's a nice thought, I guess. Oh, one more thing. Facial oil. Botanics by Boots facial oil with rose hip. Rose hip is another oil that's stable, just like almond oil, and it actually will absorb into the skin along with anything else you put on top of it. So this is what I use underneath my Tazarac prescription cream for my dark spots, which I haven't been using because my skin's been very sensitive to the environment. But this, because it absorbs so well into the skin, the Tazarac cream that I put on top becomes more effective, I feel like. It's maybe not an exact science, but I've noticed a bigger difference when I use the Tazarac cream with this stuff. So pretty great. Comes in a little thing like this, an eyedropper. And even if you have oily skin, an oil can be good. Oily skin usually occurs because you are stripping the oil out of your skin. That's most of the time what people do, is they strip the oil out of their skin and then their skin gets oilier. But if you just keep the oil in there, even though it's gross, if you can keep your skin oily and nourished at night, it'll eventually balance itself out. Most of the time. I'm not a dermatologist. A few more things, I promise. I got a grill from a costume shop, which we'll do the rest of the video with the grill on. So, because I'm hardcore. And, you know, Jaguar limousine. Sesh Beat is everything everyone says that it is. It's $13 freaking at Target, at least in LA. I don't know how much it is elsewhere, but so good. Dries super fast, and your like nail polish will not chip. Like, it won't. A few nail polishes that I've gotten recently. Sephora was having a sale. These were $1 because they're real old, I guess. This one, which is called Dark Chocolate Chunk. So it's like a brownish purple. Kind of nice. It's like a dark brown plum. This one is Yellow Umbrella. And it's basically the color of lemon peel. Looks kind of green right now, but it wasn't. This, which is called Cocoa, which is white. So I'm guessing Coco Chanel, because she did white. I don't know. Pure white. It's really great. But I bought a different white. I bought the Wet n Wild number 449C, which is called French White Cream, because this one was 69 cents with a RiteAid card, and I didn't want to use the Chanel one unless I wanted white nails, because I'll layer this underneath, or for detail work. Layer this underneath colors to make them more vibrant. And then also this one, which I love. I want to get British Racing Green by Butter London, but this one's called Prom Night, and it's British Racing Green, just not as blue. So dark forest green. This is a Gloss Teeny by CoverGirl. It's their Outlast Stay Brilliant Gloss Teeny, and it's pretty new. They're supposed to be small, and these are like $4, I think. Orange Crush. It's a nice, bright traffic cone orange, which I'll give a shot. One of the best nail polishes I've ever used, and it's also a color that I really wanted, and it's a color that a lot of brands can get wrong. Maybelline Color Show in Onyx Rush, which is a black cream, but there's a little hint of like bluish silver shimmer. You cannot tell unless you look really, really close. Like, even like, you can't tell. I mean, you can't. But it's a nice, really opaque, like in one coat, this was opaque. Black, which is hard to do because some of them can be streaky or too chunky or not smooth enough. It can easily go wrong. Timeless from Revlon, which is a nice cream. It doesn't look like there's any shimmer, but it's not matte. It's a cream gray, kind of like a dove gray, which is really in right now and really beautiful. Two from Forever 21. This one is called Neon Green, which I kind of like, and then Lavender, which I like a little bit more. This one, which I'm obsessed with, it's the last one too that I got, Devil's Advocate by Essie. Let me show you the neck of the bottle once I take the brush out. That's the color that it is. You see that purple? It's so, so dark you can hardly even tell that it's not black, but it's a dark, 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 dark black and purple. There you see. Beautiful. So that's it. That's nail polish too. So, yeah.